In front of me I have the Acetech chronograph with Bluetooth. Very nice feature. Having Bluetooth on a chronograph makes life easier, and it is a very decent chrono. So if you are looking for one, stick around. I'm gonna show you everything you need to know about this one. First, let's open it up and let's see what we have in the package. Chronograph, well protected. We have a USB-C cable. Finally, USB-C cable made it into Airsoft stuff as well. We have some other things that we don't really need. I'm gonna show you what's in the manual already. And let's start with power. Chronographs die soon. I hate that. Not this one, because this one uses a proper big battery, 18650, so this one will last a long time. You can also charge it from USB-C. USB-C is nowadays everywhere, so you will have no problem finding some juice for the chronograph, and it will last a really long time. That's for the exterior. We have buttons. We have power button and directional button, up, down, left, right, and we can do everything with these two buttons. So let's just turn it on. I'm gonna show you the app later. I'm gonna show you how to use it as a normal chrono for now, and then we will move on to the app. On the bottom we also have a adapter for a tripod. I have a tiny one, but you can also put it on a big one if you need it, like in your height, standing somewhere. Maybe you are using this to chrono on your local field or something like that. Definitely a nice thing to have, because it will just keep it in one place. We will get to the first screen, which is indicated here on the top, screen 1, and we can cycle through them. 2, 3, 4 is actually the menu where we can set everything up. The most important one for most people is probably the screen 1. That's why it's number 1, which is cool. We have the joule energy, so muzzle energy of your gun. We also have the settings for the ammunition, so you can see it. And if you measure RPS, it will also show it here, meters per second as well. Now, on the second screen, you will have your log of shots that you took, so you can compare the variability between the shots. Screen number 3, more information, and important, menu. You will have to adjust the weight of the BB. We can do that here in the ammo or in the Bluetooth app. Everything can be done in the Bluetooth app, which is super simple, but I want to show you how to use this if you maybe don't want to use a Bluetooth app, or you cannot. We press right and we get into the screen. Let's say I want to put 0.3 gram BB, which I don't have here. I'm gonna select which one I want. Let's say number 5. I'm gonna select it, and now I can adjust to 0.300, and there we have it. Now it's already in the memory. I'm gonna show you how to switch to that later. Units. You can choose your units, whichever you prefer, imperial, metric, different units. I prefer these, so that's how it's set up. How to set it up is also the same. You just move with these buttons. And you can go back to exit. APO stands for automatic power off. If you keep it for longer than 10 minutes on, it will shut itself off to conserve the battery. Screen brightness, we can also set that. Alarm. Interesting feature. If you are using it for a field and you measure a lot of people, you can set an alarm. If somebody exceeds this joule limit or speed limit for that particular field, it will beep. Nice little feature, but for most people, you will not need it because we are probably not measuring 100 people on the field, but it's there. Now let's start using it. I'm gonna show you how to actually measure a rifle. To do this, you will have to set the BB weight. You saved it previously in the memory, and that's what's in this list. Hit the back button, it will highlight it, and now you can scroll through your list and you can put the BB weight in that you used. I'm gonna select 0.25. I'm using 28, but I don't want to keep this video too long, so for the sake of this presentation, let's select 0.25 gram BBs. And now we are basically ready to measure. I'm gonna shoot with this SSR9 through it. Measures right away. And now we can see the actual measurements. We have joules per square centimeter. we have the BB that we used, and meters per second. Now, if I do more measurements, I'm going to show you the list in the next steps. So let's shoot. Registered every single shot, which is nice to see. Now I have more shots, and it is still in the memory right here, so we can list through them and see the variation as well. That's the basic functions of the chrono. This is what 99.9% of the people will need. And now let's switch to the Bluetooth app. So you have to download Airsoft Bluetooth app, and you will see that it automatically showed up in my list. And I can just select it, and we are right there. We even have the older measurements that are saved in the memory that I just did. So perfect for that. Now let's just check the app. The functions are pretty much the same, but you can do it more comfortably within your phone. We can switch units. Here we can also switch the joules per square centimeter. Ammunition, important. As you can see, it is exactly the same list as I have saved in there. So if you don't want to click too many buttons, you can just do everything right here easily. When we firmware update, we don't want to do that. Ammo settings, exactly the same menu right there. So here I can save whatever I prefer. Let's say 0.35. And now we have 0.35. Let's confirm that it's there. 0.35. Perfect. Exactly how it should be. You can update firmware. I would recommend doing that. You can reset everything in case you screw something up, but that is pretty much it for the app. It shows you what you need to do. Actually, let me take a couple of more shots, and you will be able to see the measurements. With this button, you can clear the data, which I just did, and now we can start measuring again. And you can see the measurements start popping up. So maybe you want to have this next to you, chrono is somewhere over there, and you can just see everything that's going on if you have more people measuring. Or you can just have it for yourself, super easy, you don't have to look at a nice, big, bright screen. So up to you which one you want to use. If it's the Bluetooth version or this one, you have the options, and it is a very nice chrono and also very consistent. When I was testing it right now, I had 0 misreads, which is quite common that it happens with other chronos. So this is a nice one.